What's good, everybody? If you're a vegetarian who's trying to lose weight, trying to burn off fat, your weight loss journey will boil down to your food choices. You make better food decisions and you lose weight faster. That's why in today's video, I'm going to talk about my top 5 best foods when it comes to vegetarian weight loss. Now, before we get to the actual foods, there's 2 golden rules you need to understand as a vegetarian living in India. If you want to lose weight, cut off sugar completely. Sugar is your biggest enemy in your fat loss journey. And the second rule you've got to understand is that the more lean muscle mass you put on, the faster your weight loss journey will get. Whether you're a girl or a guy, if your goal is fat loss, your job has to be to put on some amount of lean muscle. The more lean muscle you put on, the better your metabolism gets, and the better your metabolism gets, the faster you end up losing weight. So your job is to select those food items which will help you put on some amount of lean muscle mass. Starting with food item number 1, paneer. The best vegetarian source of protein in the world. Now there's 2 kinds of proteins, plant proteins and animal proteins. Animal proteins are complete proteins, and complete proteins are what are required to put on lean muscle mass very fast as a human being. And the best source of vegetarian animal protein is paneer. Now keep in mind, when I say paneer, I mean skimmed milk paneer. The macros or the nutrition of a paneer depends heavily on the kind of milk you've used to make it. A lot of people might argue that paneer is high fat, but it's only high fat if you use full fat milk, that's whole milk. If you do use whole milk to make paneer, you'll have 23 grams of fat and 23 grams of protein in that 100 gram slab of paneer. But if you use skimmed milk to make paneer, skimmed milk has very low fat. So if you do use skim milk paneer, you'll be getting 24 grams of protein and only 1 gram of fat per 100 grams of paneer. The one thing you need to understand is that the higher the fat content in the milk, the more quantity of paneer gets made. So you'll need a lot more skim milk to make those 100 grams of paneer, but then it'll be worth it. The quick solution is that you make it in bulk. Buy a bunch of skim milk cartons and make a lot of skim milk paneer every time you're making it. If you want to learn how to make paneer from scratch, make sure you check out my video on how to make paneer. Food item number 2 are smarter shopping decisions. Now here's the issue with being a vegetarian in India. A lot of companies will actually fool you into believing that their products are healthy, but actually when you read the nutrition and if you understand the nutrition about carbohydrates and trans fats, you'll realize a lot of these health products aren't actually that healthy. Now, as a fitness blogger, I get approached all the time by these companies that are trying to sell you false products. But once in a while, I get approached by good companies that actually have quality products that I myself would use. Being a vegetarian in India is one of the most difficult things from a fitness perspective. But in 2017, things are getting better. There's a lot of health food startups and a lot of health food products that are coming out into the market. One of these companies called GrowFit sent me their products, and their products are absolutely beautiful. They've got high protein attas, they've got low carbohydrate attas, they've got a few keto friendly things for all you keto friendly vegetarians. GrowFit also makes high fiber, high protein cookies, they make smoothies and a bunch of other products. I'm going to link it in the description below, make sure you check them out. But my point of this is that companies like GrowFit are taking Indian health in the right direction and making vegetarian weight loss much easier. Food item number 3 are soy or soya products. So this includes soya chunks, tofu and everything in the middle, which for some reason Indians are very afraid of embracing, because what we've been told by the West is that soy products affect your hormones. They'll give you gyno, and in girls they'll cause all these manly outcomes. But the truth of the matter is that science doesn't back any of these claims. I've made a detailed video on why soya doesn't affect your hormones. Make sure you check it out and embrace soya as a source of high protein and clean carbohydrate. Food item number 4, the gluten-rich wheat. Wheat? Gluten? Wheat mat kha bro, go gluten-free. Gluten? Teko AIDS chahiye. Okay, so a lot of people like Chetan here believe that gluten-rich products like wheat cause issues to the human body. But the scientific truth is that gluten-rich foods will only affect you if you have something called celiac disease. And how many people have celiac disease? Only 1% of the human population. And if you just take the Indian population, that number is even lesser. Why? Because a lot of our food habits and how our bodies and digestive systems react to food depends on how our ancestors ate. And our ancestors, since forever had a lot of wheat-rich products. Whether you're from North India or from South India, wheat was a part of the Indian diet at some point in a million-year past. Wheat products like wheat flour for rotis or even rava, which is used to make upma, is a very healthy carb source and it's high in protein. Very important for vegetarians trying to build muscle mass. One roti has about 20 grams of carbohydrates, but it's got 4 grams of protein, which isn't less for a vegetarian source of protein. The fifth food item we're talking about are mixed dals. Keyword mixed. What you need to remember is that to build any form of muscle or any cell inside your body requires 9 essential amino acids. Now, here's the thing. As I said earlier, animal proteins are complete proteins. They have all those 9 essential amino acids. Plant proteins like dals are usually not complete. They don't have all 9 essential amino acids. Different plant proteins have different proportions of those amino acids. And your job as a vegetarian trying to put on lean muscle has to be to vary up your plant protein sources. Now, one way of doing this is that you change up the dal you're eating every single day. But a quicker, easier way of doing this is that when you're cooking dal, every time just mix a bunch of the dals and cook them. This one food hack can go a long way in helping you put on lean muscle in the most optimal way. Hey guys, so that was the video for today. If you liked it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're looking for weight loss specific vegetarian recipes, make sure you check out my vegetarian recipes playlist on BeerBiceps. And if you want a detailed plan to lose weight as a vegetarian, make sure you check out the BB Summer Diet Plan for weight loss. Until next time guys, from Ranveer, see you.